Alright, so today I want to talk to you girls about doing a really fun, bright lip color. And there are a couple of things that you need to remember when you're doing a bright lip color. They are a lot of fun, but just keep in mind that usually you want to pick, a good rule of thumb just in fashion in general is to pick one area of focus. So for example, if you've got like a really bedazzled belt or something, you wouldn't wear like a bedazzled jacket with it as well, because that would, it draws too much attention to both and it's a little bit loud. So you'd pick one as a statement piece, and the other you would just wear as really simple and kind of chic, something plain. So the same thing is true about your face. And so a good rule of thumb is like hair, face, jewelry is a good like one piece, kind of like your clothing. So I wouldn't, and this is just my rule of thumb, you're welcome to experiment however you'd like, but I wouldn't wear like, let me show you these earrings. I would not wear some big old dangly earrings, like, let's see, get these untangled. For example, these here are giant, shimmery, woo, and they're a lot of fun, but I would not wear them with a really bright lip just because I think it distracts from the enhancement that the lip color brings. And the same is true with eye makeup. I probably wouldn't do a really deep smoky eye if I've got a really, really bright lip on. So just something to think about. Pick a feature that you want to highlight, pick a point of your face that you want to accentuate and really go with it and have fun with it, but then don't let something else distract or compete with it. Okay, so the tools we need for today to do a really bright fun lip are, you're going to need a tube of concealer. This is my trusty CoverGirl, and just in case you were wondering if you went to Target to look for this, they've changed the packaging. It now comes in a teal tube that's got the logo on it. So it's the same stuff, but it just looks different when you go to purchase it. So you're not looking for the navy tube, you're looking for the teal one now. Also, you're going to need some kind of pressed powder. This one is just a light pink blush that I don't use a whole lot. If you've got a translucent powder, that's fine. Baby powder would work fine. But something to kind of, it's going to help, like we do with our eyes, it's going to help spackle on the lip color and make it last a lot longer. I need a really big fluffy brush for that powder. This is just a plain old face dusting brush. I don't use it a whole lot every day, but it's good for just all over the place blending or that sort of thing if you really need to worry about it. But this is just a large pointed face brush. I've got a lip liner. This is actually an OPI lip liner that I got as a gift. I didn't purchase it, but here's a good rule of thumb with liners. If you're gonna do fun lips, I usually carry either like a brown lip liner. I've got red, that's what this one is, and I have like a nude color. And those three kind of cover the bases for just about everything. If I was doing like a purple color, I would do the brown because that would be closest, unless it's really bright and closer to pink or red, then I would use the red liner. Something that's a little more skin colored, I would use the nude color. And those three colored liners, you don't have to match exactly. It's kind of like a thing of the 90s where, you know, your shoes had to match your bow, had to match your bag perfectly. Things don't have to do that anymore. And so you've got a lot of freedom and a lot of flexibility. You don't have to go out and buy perfect matching liner in the exact same plum rose shade of the same line or whatever to wear a fun lip. You can just kind of cover your bases by getting those three colors. So today I'm using the color I'm going to use. It's my new favorite actually if I'm going to do lips. This is a really, really cute, it's I guess it's NYX now. NYC was what it was when I was in school, but anyways, it's the cheap knockoff version. And I've talked about this once before, but this is the, let me get it right, Soft Matte Lip Cream. And you can get this at Target for $5.99, Soft Matte Lip Cream. And this is the color, I want you to get this, Addis Ababa. So focus, I want you to be able to see it really good. Here we go. Okay, so in case you couldn't, it's number 7, in case you need to know that. But it comes in a tube like this. It dries matte, which is awesome, and it's just like a lip gloss applicator. But that's the bright that I'm going to be using today. And so, no, it's not perfectly red, but the red liner, you're not even gonna actually notice the difference once it's on. I've got lip gloss, and that just depends on you, if you want, you know, a glossy lip or if you want a really matte lip. This one's an excellent matte color that I really like for so cheap. I love, one of the turn-offs for me on lips is that when I wear a really bright lip color or even a really thick gloss, if it's not like a balm, my husband does not want to kiss me because it's going to end up on him. And so a matte lip color like this one is going to dry on really nice, and you can go to town and it's not going to get anywhere. It's great if you're going to be going out to eat because it really does stay well. You'd have to reapply a little bit, so take a trip to the bathroom when you're finished eating. But it stays for the most part. I actually wore it through dinner once, and when I was finished with dinner, I just needed a little bit more right in the center of my lips where I touch like a straw and that sort of thing the most. But for the most part, it stayed on. And so anyways, you're just gonna wanna keep that in mind, that a creamier, glossier color is going to transfer a lot easier, whereas something that dries out, like a matte color, is going to stay and last. So keep that in mind. Also, another thing that deters me from wearing bright colors that I like about the matte dry finish is it gets on my teeth. I do not have perfect teeth, and so if you do, you are blessed. I'm not complaining because my teeth aren't awful, but I do, when I close my lips, my bottom lip, I can feel it rest just inside of my upper lip. And so I don't know if yours does that or not, or if the top one rests just inside the bottom one, you're gonna end up with that color on your teeth. My top teeth tend to get it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times I blot, it doesn't matter if I do this trick, you know, to get the extra off there, it ends up on my teeth inevitably. And the matte dry color, when it dries out, it does not get on my teeth, and I love that. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not walking around like, oh, hi, how are you doing, all the time, because normally that's what I do when I wear a bright lip. So I'm really excited about that. So that's my newest beauty find, and I really hope you guys like it. So anyways, those are the tools for today. And so let's get started. The first thing is you want a really clean lip. And then I'm just going to take my concealer and cancel out the color of my lips. So I'm going to get close so you can see this. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it gets on the outside a little bit. We're actually going to be putting some on the outside in a minute. But I'm just letting the concealer cancel the color of my lips. I don't want, for example, if you've got really red lips and you're trying to wear a nude lipstick, this is a great trick. If you want a really dark lipstick and you don't want it to change colors at all, like a coral red, and you don't want it to, I don't know, maybe your lips are a little bit more blue than they are, the rest of your skin or something, or the person who created the lipstick, so it doesn't turn purple at all and it stays really nice coral or orangey color, the concealer is going to help neutralize that color out. So go ahead and do that first. Then, oops, I just dropped color on the floor. I'm going to take my liner, and this is the red, like I said, and I'm going to get nice and close so you can see, but again, bear with me because I'm looking at the mirror right behind you. And I'm just going to line my lips. And I can't talk and line at the same time. I'm lining just about where my lips fall. If you want a lip that looks a little bit bigger, like you think your lips are too small, if you line just outside of your lip line, that's going to create a much fuller and larger lip look. Don't go too far or you're going to look like a clown. And then if you think your lips are too big, again, a gloss is going to help make them look larger, so wear a matte color. And the darker the color, the smaller your lips look, as well as you can line just inside of that line, and that will help as well. But I'm just going to follow my line for the most part. Okay, so bottom. it's much easier to add more product than it is to take away product. So just keep that in mind. Always start with a little bit less. You can always move the line out or fill in more. It's very difficult to get it off, especially if it's a really bright or dark color. So without ruining the rest of your face makeup. So now, some people advise filling in your whole lip with the liner. I don't like doing that. I think it's a waste of liner. And I don't really see that much of a difference unless I'm doing a really, really, really bright red and I've matched exactly my liner to the lipstick, which we talked about. Or if I need it to last, gosh, like 3 days. My lips tend to pick up the pigment really well, and sometimes I'm trying to get it off and it's really hard. So I don't bother with doing that. I dropped my lip color. Here we go. So now I'm just going to take the color and apply it. Not only does the lip liner help seal and kind of create a really fine line and kind of as a barrier for that lip color to bleed out, it also is going to help that line stay nice and crisp the duration of the time you're wearing the lip color. And I just really want to saturate them. Okay, so it looks good, but I'm not done yet. I'm going to take a piece of tissue and just put it over my lips, and then I'm going to use the powder brush and the pressed powder. I'm just going to get quite a bit on there. I want it to be nice and saturated. And I'm just going to dust my lips with the powder. A little more. Okay. And it's just put enough powder through that tissue to not change the color, but help set that, just like we did with our liner when we sealed that. And now I'm actually going to put more color over top of this. Now you can see I just made a boo-boo and got it a little bit up here. So I'm just going to use that same tissue. Just wipe it down a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to take my concealer stick and I'm going to use my finger and make sure it's nice and clean. It doesn't have any other color on it. And I'm going to go just around my lips, and it's going to look funny to start, but it's really going to clean up the look and create a really, really crisp line. And the top. I'm getting as close as I can without touching. And then I'm just going to use my finger, a clean finger, and blend this out. And I'm really, really, really paying attention to not touch the color. And I've got a towel right here just in case I touch it. I can just clean my hands up. There we go. And if you need to, you can use a foundation or concealer brush. Get really, really close without touching it. There we go. Okay, and then being really careful because this is starting to dry now. I'm putting on one more coat of the color. And I'm being really careful to not break that concealer line. Now, because this is a matte color, the third coat, you're going to be able to tell the difference. If this was a cream lip color, you would not be able to tell if you added a third coat. You just would want to add one after the powder step. So, because it's a matte color, I would let it dry, and I can feel it, it's starting to. And I'm going to go ahead with my gloss. This is one of my splurge favorites. This is an more expensive gloss. I think it's like 15, maybe 17 bucks. But it's Clinique Long Last Glosswear, and it has an SPF in it. This is shade 10, Air Kiss. Just so you can see this, and it turns this way so you can read it. There it is, the Clinique and Long Last Glosswear. And this, I love this stuff. It's really, really sticky, so I try to only wear it if my hair is up, otherwise my hair is stuck in my lips. But it creates a really, really pretty gloss, and it stays forever. A little bit of a mess. There we go. So nice and glossy and nice and bright. And again, this is one of my favorite new colors, the matte. I love it matte, I love it glossy, and just adding my own gloss will help it to stay glossy. If I want it to stay matte, again, I just wouldn't add the gloss. But you can do this technique. It doesn't have to be a matte color. It can be a regular cream lipstick. I have a couple of favorite shades, which I'll do in another post. Just my favorite different colors that I wear most often. But again, I just really like the fun colors on your lips, especially for someone like me who doesn't play around with a lot of like wardrobe colors. Especially in the summer or for like a party or a dramatic event. It's a lot of fun to go ahead and add your color through your lips because not a lot of people do it. So I hope y'all learned something, and I hope that this encourages you to wear a bright color on your lips now because it's a lot of fun, and it'll look super good on you, I'm sure. And so post your pictures. I'd love to see your different looks. And if you have a favorite shade of lipstick that you like, post that below too, because I'd love to try some new colors. I'm kind of a scaredy cat when it comes to trying new things, so it'd be really awesome to get some reviews from you guys. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.